Well, it's just gone 7 o'clock. It's a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Live on this Monday morning, the 18th of September. It's good to have you on board. Now, top story for this morning, taxi associations in the Western Cape have begun a strike, leaving commuters stranded. Let us once again cross live to our reporter in Khayelitsha. She is in fact at Khayelitsha taxi rank, Vanessa Poonah. Vanessa, good morning to you, and thank you so much for coming through. Now, we hear reports of violent attacks on buses. Put us to speed regarding that issue.
Yes, good morning to you. You're in Lansdowne Road in Khayelitsha. A short while ago, quite a number of commuters standing along the side of the road stranded. And that's, of course, as one of the buses was stoned as commuters were trying to get into some form of transport this morning amid the taxi strike happening in Cape Town at the moment. Some commuters saying that they are now feeling scared to even take a bus because those that they are getting into have been stoned. Behind me, still shards of glass on the road surface as commuters tried not to get hit by rocks and stones flung at the buses, of course, as taxis go on strike this morning. Just opposite from where I'm standing is the Nonglige train station here in Khayelitsha. A short while ago, after about half an hour or so, we just saw two trains passing by. Metro Rail, of course, saying that they will increase the train trips or rides this morning to alleviate some of the pressure on public transport as taxi drivers take to protest. Earlier on at the Khayelitsha taxi rank, deserted, if one can call it that, a number of taxis parked at the rank. The usually bustling taxi rank very empty this morning as commuters make alternative plans. Now, I've spoken to some of them asking whether they were informed, and they said that there were pamphlets going around. So to a certain extent, many of them had an inkling that they may have problems getting to work this morning. Others, of course, coming out in the hope that there would still be a way to get to work. I know there's been reports of numerous stoning incidents as well as roadways being blockaded by rubbish, etc., set alight in not just Khayelitsha but in other areas around Cape Town as well. And at this stage, what I can tell you is that taxi owners are telling us, they don't want to be on camera, but they are telling us that there is a meeting scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning in Wynberg, where they expect the leadership to address what's currently happening, the issues that have led to them illegally downing tools today, and also to carve out a way going forward. So at this stage, you're in Lansdowne Road, looking a bit deserted. We've seen a few buses coming by. There was quite a heavy police and law enforcement presence earlier on, but the situation here in Lansdowne Road looking calm this morning as the taxi strike is ongoing.
All right. Vanessa, do we know how many operators are participating in the strike action? I mean, the previous reports were indicating that there were notices by Codeta and the Cape Amalgamated Taxi Association. How many associations are participating in the strike?
It's unclear at this stage how many taxi associations are participating in this strike. We did also hear that CATA as well as Codeta, and I think it was the Delft Taxi Association also saying that they are participating, but we expect to have full clarity when this meeting that has been scheduled for 9 o'clock gets underway in Wynberg. I think that is where we'll hear exactly which associations are participating, because I must say there's been, I've spotted about 1 or 2 taxis this morning on a route that's usually inundated, because public transport, of course, being the mode of transport in areas like Khayelitsha, usually by this time of the morning we'll see queues and queues of taxis making their way here on Lansdowne Road and also on the N2 going into Cape Town. But coming into Khayelitsha this morning, very few taxis on the road, certainly at the taxi rank, none moving. Taxis parked, not going anywhere, and the taxi owners saying that they want us to speak to the leadership and that they won't be commenting on this matter.
All right, Vanessa, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much. Well, that's our reporter live from Khayelitsha taxi rank, Vanessa Poonah. Meanwhile, several Pretoria taxi associations have distanced themselves from a planned illegal march to the union buildings by taxi drivers today. The drivers want government to scrap all their traffic fines. The protest follows a similar one last month and is expected to affect the taxi operations in areas such as Atteridgeville, Hammanskraal, Soshanguve and Mamelodi. However, some taxi associations, including Santako and Mawikta, are not in support of the march and have promised that their taxis will operate today. The Tshwane municipality has not granted permission for the march.